everyone, welcome back to Making Games with Unity. So today, after we try to create a new project, create our first prepub, and create our first script, I think we are ready to create a very simple app. But today, we're going to create an app that actually work. So today, I'm thinking that we can create a simple calculator. So let's get started. Click the Unity Hub. We need to create a new project for this. Let's name it Simple Calculator, and then choose a directory where you want to save it. In my case, yeah, I already got Simple Calculator here, so I'll just delete this one so that we can start from scratch. And Simple Calculator. All right, so select it, then create. So now, yeah, we just need to wait for it to get initialized. If you got a 500 gig hard drive or hard disk and 8 gig RAM and a good graphics card for playing game, yeah, everything should be fine on your end. So right now we get an empty project here, so let's click assets, create a new folder where we're going to save all our projects files. Let's name it Simple Calculator, and then this in we just click to save as, go to Simple Calculator. We haven't created those folder, so inside here we're going to create folders that we discussed last time. Scenes, for the scenes, scripts for the scripts, and of course prepub, but I'm not sure if we are going to use prepubs here, but I'm going to put it there. So now we just need those three folders: prepub, scene, and scripts. And then yeah, we can now click file, new scene, click save as, go to the simple calculator, then scenes, then my simple calculator, and then yeah, and then go back to the scene. You can right click here and then choose the panel again, and then after that, yeah, you'll notice that you have a UI component on your screen. We can now create more component. Let's create text, and then of course it needs a text mesh pro importer, so it needs some essentials, so we just need to click this. And then after that, yeah, you will have a text in your screen. Let's put it on the center, align it at the center, move it up. All right, and then I'll just put it, just empty it, or for now I'll just put result, but we will remove that afterwards, so that we just know that there's a text there. And then let's create button, yeah. Okay, we're going to resize it. We're going to create some numbers. All right, but let's do it. But I'm thinking of like we multiply this and then move it like that. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just control D on the object. Select, for example, this one. Select that one. Control D. It just duplicate it. But by the way, I'm working with Windows 10 OS. So if you are in Mac, maybe the shortcut is different. So this one, I'm creating the button for our numbers. So it's 0 to 9. So we need more, maybe somewhere here. Alright, so select all those buttons, move them above. So right now we're just doing it manually. There's a better way to do this, but we're not going to do that because we're just teaching a basic right now. So we can now change the name. So I'm not sure on how the number is arranged in the calculator. So I'm just going to look at my keypad right now. So let's just copy how the keypad is arranged. So in here I got 0. Then somewhere here, the 1. And then somewhere here, 2. See what I'm doing right now? I can select the object on the scene view. I can also select it on the hierarchy, but it's much easier if you select it on the scene. So I'm just going to rename this to 3. And again, there's a much optimized way and better way to do this, but right now I'm just showing you on how to do it manually, because if you know how to do it manually, you can do it in programming way or in automatic way or whatever term is that. So yeah, before you can actually code something, you need to know on how to do it manually, so that you can optimize the way you're going to do it. So I got 7 here. So right now again, I'm just copying the keypad on my keyboard so that we have a reference. Alright, this one will be 9. So we got 0 to 9 right now. And then yeah, we need to add more buttons for the functions. And again, we forget to click the canvas, click the scaffold screen, then we need to put this on the 1 so that it will always adjust on the screen based on the screen size. So we need to move this to the left. I'm going to add more button for the operation, maybe in here, the plus, minus. So right now I'm just put all the 4 basic operator here, and we're just going to create a big button here for equals. Oh no, not equals, we still have decimal here, and maybe I'll just put decimal here, and then equal here. Alright, so right now we're just going to use this. Yeah, it's not that great, but we can use this as a base. Alright, so just need to change this to operator. I'm not copying any format now. I'm just going to make this division, and then this one I'm going to make it plus, and then this one I'm going to make it maybe we'll change this one, the plus. I'm going to change it to multiply, then minus. I'm going to minus or subtract here, and then this one I'm going to change it to plus. Alright, so are you still there, guys? Yeah, it's a bit boring when you're deciding UI, I know that, but yeah, we need to learn the basic right now. So yeah, we're going to make these equal. Yours are equal. Alright, so we have a looks like a calculator layout, but not perfect, but yeah, it's fine. And again, there's a better way to do this, so but we're doing it because you need to save it first. Alright, after saving, and then what's next? We need to have a input UI here. So before we can do that, Let's check our text. Do we need a text or input field? Not sure about that. So maybe we need an input field instead of text. So go to the panel, right click UI, input field. We're gonna choose the input field text mesh pro, and then we can move it up. So this way we can input numbers for our calculator. So right now I'm just manually aligning it. Alright, and then our button, I'm just going to drag them up a bit. Okay, so we have a nice. Alright, then input, I'm going to move it up a little bit here. So yeah, it looks like a calculator now. So hit save again, and then save project and run it. Of course, nothing will work right now. Okay, so it seems that the font size is too small, so we can adjust it. Let's look at the input field of font size. Okay, let's make it 20, and then let's try it. Right, okay, I think this size is better for now. So yeah, let's just do it like that. Save again, save the project. Alright, now that we have a simple layout, and now is the time to create some code for our calculator. So let's create a script. Let's name it calculator. So this is our calculator class. We're going to go inside. So right now we're just doing the scripting or the programming in a simple way. There's a lot of way to do it, but we're just going to choose the simple way. So right now we have buttons here, so we need some event for each one of them. For example, when we press 1 or 2 or any number, it should show number on our input text field. And then if we press operator, it should clear whatever we input inside, and then it will wait for another input, and then if we press equal, it will do the operation. So let's grab some calculator here. So we should copy this one instead, but it's okay. So per example, we click 1 and then click plus. They're doing something above in the input field, and then plus 1 equals 2. Okay, so 1 plus 1, they do something like that. Then after we click the 1, they already added, and then after we equal it, they just show what happened. So 1 plus 1, and then so we don't have to clear plus 1 equals. Okay, then 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, when we click the operator again, they created something like that. See, 4 plus. Alright, we're going to do the first addition first, then we're just going to improve it. So the step 1 is 1 plus 1, then do the operation. So let's do it. So in our code, we are going to remove the update because we don't need it. I think the start, okay, maybe we need it. I'm going to create a float here, and then I'll just name it result. So So this is the result that we're going to use, and then because it's private, I'm going to use underscore, and of course our region, don't forget them. It's very important because it will make your codes better. Okay, so here we're going to make it methods, and here and region. Okay, and then we're going to create more events, and region and event. All right, so we have now these fields for our fields, methods for our methods, and events for our events. So I'm going to create a method called public void click, let's say click number. Okay, so we are going to call this when we click a number. So let's try to add some hint here. Maybe we can pass it using the Unity inspector. We're going to try it first. So we're gonna put some debug log here and a $sign here so that we can check what is being passed. And then what happened here is like this ball here is just a string. You can put anything here. This ball is actually the this variable, so we can check what is inside. So we can check this one first. So after we add this click number, we're going to try it to maybe number 1. Not number 1. This 9. Let's try on the 7. Okay. So yeah, to avoid confusion, I think we need to name our button button 7. Oh, not that, 7. And then what's this? Button 9. And then button 8. Is it? No, it's 1. Button 8. Sorry guys, this will be a long video because we need to modify this UI, but I hope you're still there and watching. Button 5, button 6. You can always skip if you don't want to see how I set up this layout, but I think if you're just starting, you need to learn and watch everything so that you will have the grasp of it. So this one is button 2. This one is button 3. We are renaming the buttons so that we don't have any problem on searching them, or I think it's better overall. It's organization of your object. So right now we have those numbers now. I'll just make it button period. Oh, and then the rest is equal. Button equal. But if you are naming your object, name it accordingly. Don't name them just randomly. It will be your nightmare in the end. So this one division or maybe divide, whatever it is. Button multiply. Button subtract. This one button addition or plus, maybe it's better. And then yeah, after we name our button, we can add events now. Let's try to add events on button 7 first. Click the button, then move to the on-click event down here, click the plus, and then yeah, we forget something. We need to put our code in our canvas or panel, or it depends on you, but usually I always put it on the panel, but sometimes I put it on the canvas, but it depends on your scenario. So right now, because this is just simple calculator, I'm going to click the panel, drag the calculator, and then from there I can click the 7 again, and then go to the on click event. I can now drag the panel. I'm dragging the panel to this one because it has the code. I can always do that on the button, but to do that I need to put all the codes on this button, and it's not good. So I just drag it here so that all these buttons will access it using this panel. So right now when I click the button 7, you see that it already got the panel. So probably here I can get the calculator class, and then I can see the click number here. This is our method that we just made in here. And remember, we're passing integer, and then we're gonna check if that number is correct. So in here, so this is 7, so I'm going to pass 7. Alright, let's try that 7. Let's click that in our game view, of course. Yeah, it means we successfully passed 7. So right now we can easily do that on all these buttons. So let's try it. Okay, I'm going to try to manipulate or edit the button, all of the number button. So I click the first button here and hold shift, then everything is selected. I'm going to click plus, hoping that everything will be modified at the same time so that we can save time. Drag the panel, and then we can choose the calculator again, the code that we just made, and click the number. After that, you can click any button and check if everything is modified. Alright, everything is modified, but we need to fix the 7 because yeah, it added again. So we can just click that. Alright, we should do that at the first place, but it's okay. This one is 7. So if you check right now, all of the buttons have the script right now, but we need to change the value that they're passing. So in this case, 8 should pass 8, 9 should pass 9, 4 should pass 4, 5 should pass 5, 6 should pass 6, 3 should pass 3, 2 should pass 2, 1 is for 1, 0 is for 0. We don't need to do that. And then okay, there's a for operator, so we're gonna make a operator for this button, and then 1 period. I'm not sure if I'm going to maybe this for operation here will be on one method, and then one method for equal and one method for period. It's okay, I will do that. So we have a click number, we need to have the click operation, so we're going to pass string on our operation. So I'm going to copy the method name so we know what's going on. Click operation, click equal. I'm going to copy again the method equal, and then the period. Period is a special case, I guess, but I'm not sure. Click period. Actually, we shouldn't put that, but it's okay. This one should be string also. Okay, period. Alright, so we got 4 methods now. Click number, click operation, click equal, and click period. Alright, let's click all the operation button here. Divide, multiply, subtract, plus, and then do what we did on the number button. Drag the panel, in this case, we're calculator, and then choose the operation. And then for the divide, we're going to put the divide, multiply, subtract 2, of course, subtraction, plus 2, plus. Alright, so for the period, yeah, it will have it has its own method, so we're just going to choose calculator, then click period here. For the equal, it also has its own function, so yeah, click the button, unclick event here like we did on all the button, drag the panel, look for our class which is calculator, choose the click equal. So right now all of this button will uh, fire an event, a on click event. So first of all, save scene, save the project, and let's test it. So click 0 and then pass 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it works for the number. For the operation, divide, multiply, minus, plus, it works. Equal, I'm not sure what happened, but we're going to check that. Period or period. Oh, alright. You know what happened? We didn't put anything here. So period or period equal or equal. Where's the equal? Alright. So when we run it, period and equal. Alright. So right now all of our buttons are working. So we just need to make this calculator work. So we get some result here. The result will have all the result, of course, for our operation. So let's simulate it now. Maybe I'm going to create a new variable. I'm just going to call it float again. Maybe input. Alright, so we get some input here. And then I'm also going to create a public method. We're going to use the input from TextMesh Pro, but I don't know what class is that. So usually my technique is, if I don't know the name of the class, I'm just going to go to the object and then check the code, TextMesh Pro input field. I'll just click edit script so that I can go inside, and then in here I'll find out what it is. So it's TMP input field. I'm just going to close this. I'm going to type public here, paste that one, and then Alt Enter to import that. On Rider, I'm not sure on Visual Studio Code and Visual Studio, but Alt Enter will just import that one automatically. So I'll just name it input text, input field, maybe that's better. Field, is it wrong? Okay. So input field, I'm going to make it in capital because this is public. So when we click number, it will be the input. Alright, so let's try it here. Set text, maybe just text. What happened here? No, yeah, there's a text. Oops. Oh, text. Alright, so let's try this. So right now I'm going to use the $sign again and make it this one. So what happened right now is, like, when you click number, it will lag, and then it will also update the input field. Let's say, and then let's click play. So we get some problem here because we forget to drag the input field on our script here. So click panel, and see here we just add this, right? And then we quickly accept test it without doing the dragging. So we can click this input field and drag it there. And now we need to save first so that it is saved, of course, then play. Let's try to click the number. It's showing those numbers on the log, but in our input field it's just showing val. So we need to check what's going on. So if we check this one, and then of course we didn't put the open and curly bracket. Yeah, you need to always think about that, because if we didn't put the open curly bracket and the close curly bracket, this, yeah, it will just make all the ball as a string. That's why we are seeing the ball, not the number. So we need to wait for it to be saved, and then you can click now the button. So right now whatever we click, it is the number only. For the rest, yeah, we haven't do something about it. So at least right now when we click something, the input field is updating. Actually, yeah, actually we can use a normal text here, not input, because we're going to input using this keypad, not the, because if we use this input field, we're going to use the keypad from the mobile phone. So I think we did something wrong here. So yeah, we need to modify it. I think I'm going to change it to text mesh. Yeah, not that one, text mesh. Yeah, I'm going to use a normal text field input. I'm just going to input text and then change the name here because we changed it. And then of course we need to delete that input field because that is wrong. So I'm going to create a new UI, then text mesh pro. I'm going to drag this above here, and then I'm going to resize it using the right tool, and then make it a bit bigger, adjust the size because it's so huge, maybe just 8, maybe 20. Okay, 20 is enough, I guess. And then I think that's it for now. I want to put background, but yeah, never mind. I'm going to, that's fine for now. So just clear the new text here so that it will be clean, and then just save it, save, and then the panel, click the panel, look for the empty text. Let's drag it. I want to rename this to input text. Let's save it, click play. Let's try if our number is still working. It's still working. Alright, so now the next thing is we got an input right now. So when we click 1, it will wait for the operation. So I'm going to create a new variable here. I'm going to call it operation. So I'm going to put string here like operation. So we will capture what's the current operation. I'm going to put underscore at the beginning because this is a private variable. And then I'm going to, what the heck is this? Oh, okay, but I'm not going to do that because we're using it. So on the operation, I'm going to put it there. Then I'm going to pass the operation that we choose. So when we click 1, we need to save the input. So let's save that input instead. Let's save input here. So if we click 1 now, the 1 will go inside the input. And then if we put plus, the operation will be saved to the operation, of course. And then if we click another number, it will add the 2. So right now I'm not going to follow the exact behavior in calculator. So right now what I'm going to do is, like, if the user press 2 number and then equal, it will just add it. So now let's make our calculator let's just make a super simple one. So we're going to add it now. So what now? We have the first input, and then create second input here. So our second input, so first we're going to check if our input is empty or not. So if our input is equal to 0, it means we haven't put anything. Else we're going to put it on input 2. And then if we press the equal operation, it will check if the operation have value and both input and input 2 have values. So let's put it here. If input 1 is not equal 0 and input 2 is not equal 0 and operation is not equal null, so I'm going to use the string checker. Is null or empty? I'm going to check the operation. Okay, so if our operation is not null or not empty, we're going to do the operation. So we're going to put result equals input 1. Alright, so we need to create a switch case here. So I'm going to make some, I'm going to put operation here. What happened? I'm not sure what happened. I'm going to put operation here. So we're going to put our case 1. I'm going to put plus, then break. So if the operation is plus, I'm going to do it here. So result equals input 1 plus input 2, and then if it's minus, I'm going to put minus here. If it's multiply, I'm going to multiply it here. If it's division or divide, I'm going to put the divide here. So it will always return a value. So after that, we can easily go here at the end of our switch case and then access the input text. What will our input text, and then we can set text now, and then we can modify this to string, and then let's try it. Okay, let's hit save first, and then let's click play. Let's try it. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So it works. I'm not sure. We can try it another thing. 1 plus 3. It works. 2 times 2. Oh, something's wrong. Let's try again. I forgot to put a clear button here. But let's try that. 2 times 2. 2 times 2 equals 4. It works, but maybe we forgot something. I think after we do some operation, we need to reset the input that we just made. So let's empty them. Let's create a method to empty them. Private void clear input, and then we're gonna put it into 0 for input 1 and second input, and then every time we make a result or show it, and we're going to clear those input. And then let's try again. Let's hit the file, save project. Let's hit play again. Let's try it. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Let's try 3 plus 4 equals 7. It works. And then 2 times 2 equals 4. 6 times 6 equals 36. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. 4 minus 2 equals 2, or 5 minus 1 equals 4. Alright, so since our simple calculator is working now, it doesn't look good, but it's working right now. But it got a limitation. It only have 2 input. So if we try to maybe add more, maybe 3 plus 3 equals 6, right? So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals, see, because right now the limitation of this calculator is just asking for 2 input. So after those 2 input, it's done. It cannot accept anymore. So right now, this is the basic of simple calculator. It's not yet perfect, but this is the foundation. There's a lot of things that we can modify or enhance or improve on this code, but right now I'm just showing you on how to make a simple calculator. But yes, yeah, with the limitation. So in here we're using an input text to show the result and the input of the user. We save the input on this variable input and input 2. We show the result and save the result on this result variable, and we save the current operation that we use on the operation. And then in here you see that when on clicking the number button, it's first check if the input 0 or 1 is 0, then it will save it there. And then on the else, if the input or if the first input have value, it will save the input on the input 2. And then if we click the equal operation, it will check if input 1 is empty or not, and input 2 and the operation. If everything have value, input and input 2 and operation, it will go to the switch case, and then it will check which operation you want to use. If plus, you're going to use plus. If minus, you're going to use minus. If ampersand, if asterisk or multiplication, we're going to use multiplication. If division, we're going to use a division here. And then it will calculate the result. we're showing the result using this input text set text, and we are modifying it to be a string so that we won't have a problem showing it. And then after that, we call the clear input, this one, clear the input 0 and input 2. And then that's our simple calculator right now. So yeah, it's a long video and it's a quite boring one, but at least right now you know how to create a simple calculator. Maybe on our next video or in the future, we're going to improve this simple calculator, but for now, this is how you do it. This is the simple way and manual way on how to create a simple calculator. So yeah, we forget to add the period for now, but at least maybe we will going to do that in the future. So right now we know that this simple calculator works with limitation, and that's all. I hope you guys find this simple tutorial for making very simple calculator interesting. I hope you learned something today, like using the if condition for checking if the variable have values, if the string is null or empty, using switch case as your second option instead of using if. But you can also always use if you want, but it's much more readable if you use switch, and it's more elegant in terms of the process or optimization. Of course, if is always faster, but this switch is so beautiful. Imagine you have a lot of if here, it won't be looking like that. It will be looking ugly. So right now, yeah, that's all. I hope you enjoy this video and you didn't get bored. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, please click that subscribe button and notification button so that you'll always get updated when we upload a new video. And yes, share this to your friends if you want to have friends learning together with you. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you on the next video, and have a nice day. Thank you guys. Bye bye.